Finishing up our hotel stay. Here's the lobby. We're heading out to get to our car.
It's time to go back to the other place.
Yeah. And it ain't the good place. Check out the weird bird poop on our car. It's really dirty. It's not dirty when we left it to them. That's weird. Made it to the automobile. It's a little dirtier than we left it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of concerning. There's bird poop and stuff all over it. You think they would have at least cleaned that up? Since it was parked by them under, I'm guessing, a tree? I don't know. I've never gotten a car back valet that was this dirty. And it wasn't this dirty when we gave it to them.
Then turn left.
Traveling down Route 66. Arcadia.
Because even in Arcadia, little sleep token reference for you. They actually did their album premiere party at the Botanical Gardens here in Arcadia. Because their album is called Even in Arcadia, so they held a whole album secret release party here. And I could have gone, except I didn't get the invitation until after we were back in Georgia. And yes, had I seen it, I would have taken a flight back to LA just for one night. But still, good album if you haven't listened to it.
Made it to the old spaghetti factory. It's an interesting looking building. It's definitely very school-esque.
There's a rail car in the restaurant. What do you think?
Yeah, it's neat.
So our food came. We got some salads. We got some cheese bread. We got some sourdough bread. It's actually pretty tasty. It's a ranch pesto that they make in-house.
Yeah, good so far.
Our main courses came out. I got the manager's special with the brown butter parmesan and the meat sauce. And Gary got the chicken parm.
Yeah. It's not bad. Need some more cheese.
You don't want that powdered cheese?
No, it's not the same.
Alright, we're gonna finish up here and then we'll let you guys know what we thought when we get outside.
What'd you think of the old spaghetti factory?
Well, it wasn't bad. It was not as good as the takeout experience we had a couple weeks ago when we were over in Anaheim.
Yeah, I mean, Olive Garden has gone downhill lately, the ones that we've been to. That's kind of the closest I would compare this to. And this just wasn't very great today either. But worth a try. I mean, they used to have one in Tampa, I think. Mm-hmm. And that's the only one that I know of that was anywhere close to where I used to live. So it was an interesting experience.
Yeah, our service wasn't great. It was just kind of one of those weird below the bar.
Yeah, below average. I mean, again, the food wasn't horrible. It's edible. But it wasn't great.
Yeah. So next stop, we're going to go head to the hotel.
Yeah. So we haven't been able to film the last couple days. I've been dealing with a cold thing. And, Nacy's a little under the weather because it's that time of the month for her.
Miserable.
It's been fun. I mean, it's still... California's so gorgeous, y'all.
It's been a great week. We mostly just have laid in bed the last couple of days. And we're probably going to lay in bed most of the day today, too.
Yeah.
Because I go back to work tomorrow, so...
I'm on the upswing, but I'm still not there yet.
Fingers crossed that he's on the upswing.
Made it to the hotel room. They still haven't reset the clock when the power went out a good week ago now. But here's our hotel room. Looks very similar to the last one. It doesn't seem like the air's working very well, so I'm hoping it gets lower. It's only 73 in this room. The air doesn't seem very cool over here. See how this works. Yeah, it's not very cool. There's our plants. Here's that field. A lot of people were here last weekend, and they would go out and actually play, and they would park there. I don't know what that actually is. It's a nice little green space. There's our parking lot. Someone going to their car. Nacy has went to her office, gonna pick up her bag. I'm gonna start unpacking some stuff. Doing our usual. Come get you in a minute. So one of the things I like to do, I've already activated it, but I like to hack this thermostat. So if you have a thermostat like this, you hit the mode button, you hit the flat thing, and then you hit this. And see, it pops into learn. You gotta turn it on. And then you'll be able to go as far down as 62. Before you do that, you'll only be able to go to about 68. So it's definitely helpful. And this room was really warm we got in here. So we'll see how this does when I set that up. Another thing I like to do, which we haven't really shown in the past, is hook up our Roku. So there's the back of the TV. Ooh, it's a little difficult to say. And you see I plug it in, and then this USB doesn't have enough power, so I just hook it right into their HDMI box up there, and it has enough power. The one thing you do want to remember to do, though, is there is a TV cord here. You got to unplug that if you want to actually watch TV. Otherwise, your volume and everything will be messed up because it still has this digital signal sending to the TV, so you want to unplug that and the HDMI cord. There's the little router. But yeah. Got my stuff out. Now I'm just going to hang out for a little bit and wait for Nacy to come back after she gets all of her stuff from the office. Check out downstairs. They are protesting the building tonight. So this is our hotel. This is fun.
Alright, I'm sending this to Jason.
Look at that, y'all.
Hey, so the protesters
Nacy's writing her boss.
showed up.
Well, the guy who controls the contracts. Look at all of them. They have like horns, making a ton of noise.
I'm calling work. You can't put me
Yes.
this. It's 10 o'clock at night.
And they just showed up. Oh, this is fun.
Oh, here comes security.
I'll tell y'all, we have the weirdest travel experiences. Some people are already dipping out. I'm guessing they were a little nervous. Oh no, they're going to check the van over there.
Okay, and like, this is.
This is fun.
Alright, I think chat's on tonight.
Hopefully our car's okay. It's around front. I doubt they'll mess with it. Guess we'll find out.
I haven't heard any reports that they've been messing with anything.
Well, they were just messing with that truck right there. That's what I'm saying.
Hopefully it's their truck.
No, they're checking to see if it's a nice truck. You can tell. They just took pictures of the license plates.
Chat.
I don't know who that black car is, but it's like following them. Fascinating.
Here they come again.
Yeah, I can definitely hear them coming
They
again.
can't put me in a I want to be like, I'm not ICE. And I fully support you, but
Here they come again.
I'm not ICE. Come on, chat, answer.
Yeah. I know, if you follow us regularly, you know we have the weirdest travel journeys. One guy's got a bullhorn. That's crazy. I'm trying to get him in the shot. They're pretty close to the building.
I don't, this is not okay.
So we got this probably a couple hours before they showed up. We got this probably around like 7 o'clock. It's now 10 o'clock and they're here. But basically, it's just saying that the protest is coming. So they knew the protest was coming. That's fun. We didn't think they would actually come because there's 2 hotels. As you can see, there's the Hilton Garden Inn. I figured that would be there, but apparently no, it's here. And they are walking around the building. We always have the weirdest days, yo. It's about 10:30 at night. We just went downstairs and checked it out. There's a whole drum line out there. Nancy just getting back. There's like a whole drum line out there just beating, playing music. And the hotel says they can't ask them to leave or anything, so they will probably be here till early morning at least.
Yeah, they can't really make them leave. The cops are there just to make sure they don't like vandalize anything, but it's their right to protest, and I would be there with them if I didn't have to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. I would. But who knows, if I can't sleep, I might as well go out there and join them, I guess. I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
I got some pots.
It's gonna be a long night. We'd really have the craziest adventures just randomly pop up on us.
I was wondering if this was gonna happen to us. I really was. And last week they were happening at other Hiltons.
Yeah.
Over in Arcadia they were at a hotel across from a hotel where we had stayed last year.
Yep.
And I was like, well, that's interesting. And then we got that letter today, and I was like, all right, well, we'll see if I can get my group to move us. Because again, if they came back tonight, they're gonna come back tomorrow, and
they're gonna keep coming back till they leave. Yeah.
And this is the time I usually come back from work, so I don't really want the headache of.
We'll see what happens. So about every 30 minutes, they come by with the lights and shining up here. That's what we get every 30 minutes. Now they're using lights. There's more of a band out there. Yep, this is what we're dealing with every 30 minutes.
Thankfully, we're not on the front of the building because they are pretty much on the front of the building.
Yeah, 24/7. It's going the entire time. Made it to the morning. It was a long night, y'all. They were here till at least after 4 a.m. And it's 6 right now. They were here pretty much all morning. There's Nacy over there in the darkness.
Yep. The last I heard was around 3. Around 3 in the morning. But I had my eyes closed because I was like, I have to try to sleep just in case I can't not go to work. So they took me off the schedule for today, but I think the plan is to try and get us moved to another location because they're going to come back tonight. They're probably still out front. It's been chaotic, so.
Yeah, gonna try to grab some sleep while I can and see what the day brings. After a long night, we made it to the morning. It's about noon. And we get to pack up and leave. They're punishing us for complaining about the protests. So now we have to go to a hotel that's like 2 hours outside the city, making our lives fun. So we've got to move everything out there. That's a good 2-hour drive. You excited? So excited.
So excited. This has been a real humdinger of a trip. I will say, I am ready to go home, but we still have 2 more contracts to complete after this one, so. But Vegas is on the horizon.
Yeah, it's on the horizon.
On the horizon.
Different scene than last night, for sure. Well, I got somebody at the security booth today. Oh, boy. I'm so tired, y'all. It was a long night. And now moving almost all the way across LA. It's not a fun outcome for the night. Heading on out from our first hotel, off to our 2-hour journey to our next one. Punishment and all. We're moving. Not excited to move, not hateful. No hate to the protests, though. They have every right to do it. This is what they wanted to achieve, people leaving the hotel. You want us over. We don't want to be there.
I didn't want to be there last night. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
It was interesting to see. They definitely stayed up all night.
Yes.
And they definitely saw it through. The thing is, until they believe that like ICE has officially left this hotel, they're going to continue to come back. And unfortunately, I have to work every day, and I don't really get the luxury of not working. So
yeah. So we didn't really have a choice. And of course, it's always nice to be punished for, you know, not wanting to be in an unsafe situation. And not unsafe because of protest, just the reactions to the protest would be unsafe.
Turn left.
yeah, you just never know like how tensions are gonna be, and just in the wrong place at the wrong time, doing absolutely nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a juggler just standing in the middle of the road, juggling.
And we have loaded this car up to the max. Lucky we don't have the Mustang anymore. We have a little bit more room, but still crazy. I got both suitcases in the trunk, so better than the bell person at the last hotel,
Use
which
the
is
left
nice.
lane to turn onto West
It's a nice
Pomona
accomplishment.
Boulevard. Then keep left to
They've
merge
already
onto
started the
CA 60
fireworks
West
signs
toward Los
because 4th
Angeles.
of July is right around the corner.
Yeah.
And we were at this hotel last
We were?
year for
Yeah.
4th of July, and I remember they were like, use of fireworks is illegal, and people were shooting them off here.
Oh yeah, the whole time. Gosh, I hope we're not here for the 4th. That would not be fun.
Use the left
But
lane to
anyways,
keep
we're
left to
hitting the
merge
road.
onto CA 60 West toward
Maybe
Los
get a bite to eat.
Angeles.
We'll find out. Made it to the hotel. Nacy's looking up some lunch locales for us because we're hungry. But we made it to the old hotel. Fun fact, when Nacy was checking in, what did they tell you when you checked in?
That there's potential. They've been told to expect protesters tomorrow.
Well, she said this weekend first. So did they say tomorrow or this
He
weekend?
said tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
And I think he knew that I was a little apprehensive when he said that, and he followed it up with, well, we don't really know that they're going to be able to find our location very easily because it's not easy to find.
Yeah, because we don't get deliveries all the time here or anything. So we might be going through the same thing in a couple days. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see.
I mean, I'm telling you guys, we were talking about this in the car on our way over here. We have been through wildfires. We have been through the Microsoft outage, multiple flight issues. We've also had celebrities on planes. Like, it's just kind of crazy what life throws at us. So if you guys...
Well, she forgot wildfires and tornadoes
I said
and
wildfires,
earthquakes. Oh, you didn't say earthquakes.
I didn't say earthquakes. But that's just a little taste of like
last year.
the last year, yeah, literally the last 300, maybe not even the last year. Yeah, the Microsoft outage was last summer, but yeah, that was, it's been a year of crazy that the universe has just handed us. So I think we're gonna get a seafood boil though.
Yeah, so you should definitely come get lost with us more often if you're not subscribed to the channel.
There's an adventure every day.
And we never know how it's going to end when it begins.
No.
That was our weekend. We did have a few protesters show up this weekend, but it seemed like because there wasn't that many of them, we're a little bit in like a commercial area now, that we really didn't get a big crowd. They went around the building a few times, but it wasn't very noisy, and so it wasn't that bad this weekend. And I think they've canceled coming back out here because we've checked. They didn't come out last night. They came out Friday and Saturday. They did not come out last night. So I'm hoping that we're kind of past that. We're in the hotel we don't really care for though. I'm glad the protesters are out there. I'm glad that they haven't seen much in retaliation for these protests, so I'm glad for that. And I'm glad that we've been able to get some sleep too. Nacy's working right now, putting the hustle in. I'm just finishing up this video. We moved it a little bit up in our typical release schedule just because it's kind of happening in the now. So letting you guys see kind of what's happening in the now. We've got a couple more videos coming out this week. We go to Huntington Beach and we do some other fun stuff, so make sure to subscribe to that channel if you want to see that. But we're happy to be moved and in a little bit better of a situation for us. So if you like this content, please take a moment to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you get notified we do at least 3 videos a week. And we'll come and get you all for the next one. Ain't that the truth? Baby Ruth. Bye, everybody.
We just wanted to take a moment to thank you guys for watching this video. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, would you please consider hitting that subscribe button, as it helps us reach a wider audience and helps our channel grow even further. To those of you who are already subscribed to the channel, we just wanted to say a huge thank you for always being there and supporting our channel. We cannot wait to take you guys on our next adventure, so we'll see you guys in the next one.